Hi everyone, this is our topic, Augustinian ethics. For Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, the existence of problem of how we can ever do what we know we ought not to be doing. This is the problem of akrasia. From this ancient perspective, perhaps the most striking thing about Augustinian ethics, it is easy acceptance of akrasia. In Confessionis 2, Augustine tells us stealing peers of a boy of 16. He spent 2 chapters ruminating on what might have motivated his theft. It was not the peers themselves, he says, for he had better ones at home. He concludes that it was the flavor of sinning that motivated him. Augustine was the extreme intentionalist in ethics. In the Sermone Domini in Monte, or Commentary on the Lord's Sermon on the Mount, he identifies 3 necessary and sufficient conditions for committing a sin: receiving an evil suggestion, taking pleasure in the thought of performing the act suggested, and consenting to perform the act. Thus, in Augustine's view, whether one commits a sin is no way dependent on whether the contemplated action is actually carried out. Even when the action is carried out, it is intention, under a suggestion, pleasure and consent, rather than the action itself or its consequences that is sinful.
Go.
Augustine also devoted 2 treatises to the topic of lying. Then he considers 3 cases. First, that of someone with a false belief who want to be deceived another by saying something that is unknown to them, quite true. Second, the case of someone who expects to be disbelieved and so knowingly says what is false in order to instill a true belief. And third, the case of someone who also expecting to be disbelieved knowingly speaks the truth in order to instill a falsehood. Augustine seems not to know what to do about this. These problems cases, he contents himself with instilling that the conditions are jointly sufficient without taking a stand on whether each of these is singly necessary.